So you lot must have seen that video where the youth is moving mad towards his mum and in the street towards some sort of like support worker woman or something like that. So this comment was a response to another comment that was left under that video where the youth is moving mad. So I think the initial comment was like, it's mad to speak to anyone's parent like that, let alone your own. So if you ain't seen that video, go watch that video. It's like 5 minutes long. The youth is moving crazy in it. So this person above me has said there's a reason he's that way. It's not entirely his fault. He's just misguided and that. Nah, I don't agree with that. He knows right from wrong and he knows who to play with and who not to play with. I promise you, if that youth landed up on the wing, yeah, if that youth went jail, because I think he's like 15, so you can go to prison from 14 to 17 years old. Was it Cockenwood, one of them jails there in Kent? He would not be acting like that on the wing. So he knows who he can get away with moving mad to and hyping up to. If that was on road, if there were some bullies and that, he wouldn't try that. So it is his fault. Yeah, it's not that he's misguided and that. He knows who to play with and that. But you know what? It's also the mum's fault. Because from time, imagine this, yeah? So his mum, I'm not saying she's doing well for herself, but his mum is providing a roof over his head. Now, it's probably the government, it's probably the council that's doing that, obviously. What I'm saying is, his mum has looked after him, even if she's dragged him up and that, yeah? She's done something for him, yeah? She's put clothes on his back. Yeah, she's put trainers on his feet and that. She's provided him with meals. Now, the meals could have been some shit meals and that. Yeah, these youths here out here be eating pot noodle for dinner and that. Trust me, there's some people on my mum's road and that. Yeah, I remember the grandma must have called the grandson and that. I'll come in for dinner, and he's like, "What's for dinner?" She said, "Pot noodle." What? What the fuck, bro? Anyway, she's done somewhat. I don't want to say she's done her best for her son, but she's done stuff for her son. Yeah, she's tried to bring him up and that. And when he's running her out of the room and he's calling her a fucking idiot. Imagine calling your mum a fucking idiot. She's a fool for standing for that nonsense. Imagine, yeah, you as a parent. Imagine, yeah, you've grinded hard. You've made sacrifice. You put food on the table for your child, roof over their head and clothes on their back, trainers on their feet. And you're trying to tell him to go to school or your daughter to go to school. And they're running you out of their room and calling you a fucking idiot. Bruh, you have to come out of the yard. That day, I'm not standing for no nonsense. But when I have children, that will not happen. Because nobody starts off talking like that to their parents. It starts off by saying, "No, I'm not doing that." Then, why don't you go do it yourself? Then you shush, telling their parents to shush. Then telling their parent to shut up. Then telling their parent to fuck off. And if you go on a long enough time frame, he will be slapping his mum around. Like I said in that video. I'm not saying he's just going to throw a punch and punch his mum. But what will happen is, let's say he might have some ASBO or some curfew and think, you know, fuck the curfew. His mum's going to put her hand by the door for him and say, "You're not going out." And he say, "I'm going out." "You're not going out." Then he's going to try and get past her and that. There's going to be a struggle. He might end up, yeah, giving her an elbow or pushing her head against the door and that. That's where it starts. Next thing you know, because you can imagine in the history of the world, there are some sons that beat up their mum. They're very, very rare cases and that. But you can imagine there are some sons that put hands on their mum or their dad. I've met man before where I could tell they're scared of their son. Yeah, I met a mad tenant on a job. I could tell the dad is scared of the son. So, and I reckon maybe the dad has you get me, felt a few bangs from the son, if you get what I'm trying to say, yeah? A few punches, a few hot ones and that. So the youth is not misguided. Yeah, he's misguided and that, but he knows who to play with and that. And his mum is letting him get away with it because I don't give a fuck if you're 15, 14, 10 years old. You act like that, you need to come out of the yard. Because what happens is, then they will try and up the ante and that. You remember there was that little black girl and that not too long ago? I think she must have pulled out scissors on the mum or pulled out a knife on the mum, and they went and they tasered her they tasered the little black girl in the yard. Because certainly you lot will watch that video and think, "Oh, this will never happen in the black community and that." No. There was a little black girl not too long ago that pulled out some scissors, or was it garden shears or a knife, something like that. Was about to have something on the mum and said that she's going to go and kill the mum. The girl was between 10 and 12 years old. The police went there and tasered the little black girl and that. And the maddest thing is as well, obviously in the comment section, the people that look like me from my community had something to say about the girl getting tasered by the police. Oh, they shouldn't have tasered her because she was between the age of 10 and 12. Blood, she backed out a bladed article on her mum. Yeah, man's using these technical court terms, yeah? Bladed article and that. She backed out a knife or scissors and that on her mum and said she's going to kill her mum. You're damn right you get tasered. Yeah? You're lucky you don't get more than that. But you're talking about you're going to go and kill your mum. How are you going to try and kill the person that brought you into this world? So, the youth's not misguided. He's just getting away with things, yeah? His mum has not dealt with him properly. Because if I was his dad, that would not happen. I broke it up. It wouldn't get to that stage where he'll be acting like that. Obviously, when I have a son, as teenagers grow older and that, they will try and test the adults around them. You gotta nip that shit in the bud. Apparently, in the Lion Kingdom, when the teenage males, when they start coming up and that, when they start growing up, apparently the teenage males, they get kicked out of the pride because apparently they tried to mate with the other females and that. So the teenagers, the boys, they will try and assume the role of the more dominant males, the older males and that. So they just kick them out. As a man watching this right now, as a man watching this right now, whilst you was a teenager, you must have tried to test and push the boundaries with your mom, dad, stepdad, or whatever. I'm not saying you have to get to a physical level and that, but you try it. It's natural. It's natural. When I have a son, hopefully he's gonna be bigger than me. Hopefully he's gonna be stronger than me. I want my son to be a better version of me. At some point, he's gonna try and test me. I'm gonna pick him up by his waist and dash him on the floor. I ain't getting bad luck by no one in my yard. Yeah. So yeah, the youth's just getting away with shit because the mum's not putting her foot down. She needs to kick his ass out. Kick him out. Once he gets to that level there's no going back. You need to kick him out.